Hi, welcome. If you've not been here before, I'm Naomi. I'm going to be taking you through some chair yoga today. So, chair yoga is great for if you perhaps have less mobility, you are not able to access normal yoga, then chair yoga is a great alternative. It's also really good if you've got a lower body injury and you're not able perhaps to put too much pressure through the legs. Then chair yoga, particularly this sequence where we're focusing on the spine and the shoulders and the upper body, it's going to allow you to keep mobility and movement in the upper body even whilst you're resting and recovering your lower body injury. So thank you for joining me today. We are going to dive straight in. Today you will need a chair, and your chair, try and find one that is an average height. So you don't want a really low one and you don't want a really high one either. It's best if the knees are somewhere in line with the hips. That's the best kind of height. Make do with what you've got, but see what you can find. Maybe have a scout around the house, see what the best chair is. Dining chairs generally work really, really well because they've got quite an upright back, which means it's out of our way. So finding yourself in your chair, we're going to take the feet hip width apart. We're going to firm those feet into the mat. The knees are hip width apart. And as we firm the feet into the ground, you'll feel that you begin to brace your core. You begin to use those abdominal muscles. And that's really important. That helps us sit upright. So we want to be away from the back of the chair. I know it's tempting to kind of be like, yep, I'm going to do my yoga like this. If you can, come and sit upright. It's much better to be away from the back of that chair so that we can have full range of motion in our upper body and so that we can use our abdominals and actually strengthen our posture and strengthen our spine a little. So by keeping our core engaged and by sitting upright, we are allowing the muscles that support the spine. So we've got some little tiny muscles that come up the side of the spine. We are supporting and strengthening those muscles, which is going to help us in our daily life. So finding yourself, feet hip width apart, knees hip width apart, spine nice and long. There's a slight curve to the back. That's absolutely fine. We just don't want to stick the chest out too much. So find a neutral spine. It's not fully flat, but it's somewhere in between this and this. We're looking for somewhere just neutral in the middle. Take the hands onto the knees or onto the thighs, palms pressing down. And if you want, you're more than welcome to close the eyes. That's absolutely fine. If that helps you feel your poses, then absolutely go for it. Particularly for these first few poses, it's really nice to close the eyes. So if you're happy to, close the eyes and just spend a moment feeling the connection of the feet with the earth, feeling the connection of the sit bones to the chair. And draw your awareness inwards. We spend a lot of our day with our awareness outwards. Draw it in, so that you're present as we move through our chair yoga today. As you exhale, draw the left ear to the left shoulder, and then drop the chin forward and down. Exhale to the other side. Inhale forward and down. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale to center, the chin comes to the chest. And then open up, right ear, right shoulder to the middle, to the side. Last time, to the middle, to the side. Inhale, come back. We're going to take our left hand up and over to the opposite ear. So left hand to right ear. And then keeping right hand connected to the leg. Slowly draw the neck over. So we're drawing the head and we're extending, lengthening through the side of the neck, through the shoulders. You're going to start to feel that down through the outside of the neck and the shoulders. Really nice. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switch sides. So right hand to left ear. Draw the right ear down to the right shoulder. Feel that lengthening through the side of the head. This is a really nice one after you've perhaps been sleeping. If you've slept a bit funny, it's really nice to open up that neck. Also, if you do a lot of shoulder weights, if you do a lot of upper body weights, this is really, really good. Inhale back to center. Close the eyes. Roll the shoulders forwards and back and down. Forwards and back and down. Then take those circles the other way. Circle through the shoulders, moving the shoulders, moving the shoulder blades, and come back to neutral. Lovely. Take those hands, clasp the hands away from you. If you've been to my yoga classes, we do this one quite a lot standing. It's exactly the same seated. We want a nice long spine. Our arms are at shoulder height. We keep our spine long. As we inhale, we lift the hands high. You might find that they don't come all the way above the head. They might just come out somewhere above the forehead. You might find if you have shoulder mobility that they come up over the head, and that's fine. What we don't want is we don't want the ribs to flare out. We want to keep that lovely neutral spine that we talked about at the beginning. As you exhale, release the arms out in front to shoulder height. As you inhale, lift those hands high. As you exhale, lower down. As you inhale, rise. Lovely. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, rise. Really nice. Release the hands, turn the palms in to face one another and reach out through those fingertips. So as you reach those hands high to the sky, you're going to feel the spine lengthens, the core engages some more. So we've got a really active core and those shoulders are going to start working. You're going to start to feel that upper body really, really working. So giving it your best shot, trying as hard as you can to reach those hands up to the sky. And then as you exhale, we're going to turn to the left. So the hips stay forward, the feet stay connected evenly to the earth. We turn to the left using our abdominal muscles. We inhale to center. We exhale to the other side. Twist, squeeze the muscles to twist you round. Inhale to center. One more time each side. Let's give it a go. Twist to the left. Squeeze your abdominal muscles. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Squeeze those muscles. And inhale back to center. Lovely. Release. Roll those shoulders. And enjoy that little bit of warmth going through those shoulders now. We're going to take a side bend. So either if you've got space on your chair, then you can take the hands to the side of the chair, or you can actually just sort of take a gentle grip around the chair as well. We're going to reach right hand up to the sky and we're going to exhale, begin to just tip over to the right hand side, to the left hand side. So we're going to begin to just tip over to the left-hand side. If you want to take it further, you can take that hand that was on the chair, take a hold around the wrist, draw yourself over into your side bend, staying long through the sides of the ribs. Close the eyes and breathe through the nose for 3 full cycles of breath. So 3 inhalations, 3 exhalations. Enjoy that release through the side of the body. And inhale back to center. Either switch the grip if you prefer that slightly deeper stretch, or take right hand to the chair. Reach over into your side bend, whichever variation you've taken. Enjoy that release. You're probably finding it somewhere, maybe the outer shoulder, maybe actually through the outer upper arm, maybe slightly lower through the outer ribs. Wherever it is, enjoy it and breathe with me for 3. For 2, for 1. Lovely. Inhale, come back to center. Roll those shoulders again if you wish. We're going to take opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Stack the elbows. We're going to work on a bit of spine mobility. So drop the chin to the chest. So we're coming into spinal flexion here, dropping chin to chest. As you exhale, take the elbows to the left-hand side and draw the belly button back to the spine. Round your back a little bit more. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. Really nice. This time, inhale to center. We're going to take our side extension and flexion. So slowly tilting the spine to the left, feeling that length through the right side, feeling that activation through the left side. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back. Exhale over. Really nice. Inhale to center. One more. Exhale over to the right. And bring it back. Lovely. Release the hands. Take the elbows out to 90 degrees. So we've got elbow in line with shoulder. And we've got wrist above elbow. Palms face forward. For now, just try to melt those shoulder blades closer together so you're feeling those back muscles switch on. It's a little bit tricky. Keep those abdominals squeezed as well. So we don't want those ribs flaring out like this. We want to keep the ribs drawn in. Breathe with me for 2. Really good. For 1. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring right elbow on top of left. If you can take backs of hands together. If it feels better, just keep the hands onto the shoulders. If you want, you can take this full bind where you wrap the hands and take the palms towards one another. Only take that if it's accessible. You're more than welcome to take one of the other options. Lift the elbows a little higher and find your eagle arms. We're going to close the eyes and breathe into your body. And as you're here, feel the elbows staying in line with the shoulders. We don't want them to drop. Feel the spine nice and tall. And feel that deep stretch through the back of the body. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 1. And then release. Take the elbows out to the side. Push those elbows back. Exhale, other side, left elbow on top of right. Backs of hands together, full bind or hands to shoulders. Take your option. Lift those elbows a little higher, whichever pose you're in. I'm going to demonstrate option 1 on this side. Keep those elbows high. Close the eyes. And breathe with me. As you breathe in, perhaps you feel that stretch across the back of the body deepen. As you exhale, perhaps it softens a little. Just the ebb and the flow of the stretch across the back of the shoulders. Really good. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 1. Release and roll those shoulders. Really nice. We're going to take a twist to one side. If the back of your chair is sort of in your way, if you're not going to be able to turn, if it's going to clunk the elbow, which mine is, then you can turn to the side. So just turn to face the side, so you're sitting sideways on your chair, as if you were riding side saddle on a horse. Keep the feet connected to the earth, keep the knees hip width. We're going to take opposite hand to knee. So we're going to twist away from the back of the chair. So take the hand that's closest to the back of the chair to the outside of the knee that's furthest away from the chair. And then we're going to sit tall. Exhale, twist behind and take that spare hand to behind you. And you can just grip onto perhaps the bottom of the chair, or you can connect the hand to the top of the chair. It depends your style of chair. If you've got an IKEA chair like me, it's a perfect one just to grip around the base. We can gaze out to the side, or if we wish, we can take that full spinal twist and gaze over the back shoulder. As we're here, as we inhale, we grow tall. As we exhale, perhaps we twist a little deeper. We breathe into our body as much as we can. Even though we're twisting and compressing through the lower lungs, try to breathe into your body. Try to find that space as you breathe in. Breathing for 3. For 2. For 1. Lovely, really nice. If you did turn on your chair, come back to center and then pivot all the way around so you're now facing the other side of your chair. Before you go anywhere, press those feet to the mat. Set your knees up, set your spine up, set yourself up. It's so important to set up that foundation before we come into our deeper poses. Take the hand that's closest to the back of the chair to the outside of the thigh of the leg that's furthest away from the back of the chair. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, connect that back hand to the chair, or perhaps even take that grip around the base. And slowly twist and gaze over back shoulder, or if you prefer, if it's better on the neck, gaze out to the side. Really is your choice, yogi's choice. Breathe into your body. Enjoy your spinal twist. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist a little deeper if there's space. Remember to connect those feet evenly to the earth and breathe with me for 2. For 1. Inhale, wind your way back to center. And then if you did sit sideways, just come back to face to the center. So we're now just facing forward. The feet are hip width apart. We're going to roll those shoulders once forward and once backwards, and we're going to come into our final pose, which is a forward bend. If you do have any lower back pain, if you have any lower back issues, you may want to skip this one out. See how it goes. If anything feels uncomfortable, ease off. If it still feels uncomfortable, come on out, and you can just join back in with us when we come into our gentle relaxation at the end. If you're coming into your forward fold, come with me. We lean forward. We connect the chest to the thighs and we rest the hands somewhere down around the floor. They may not reach the floor, and that's fine. You can just rest them perhaps on the tops of the feet, or you can take a hold of one wrist or one arm, and we just soften here. We try to keep the sit bones towards the chair. If you're struggling, if you can't connect the chest to the thighs, then rise onto the tiptoes and bring the feet a little further back, and that's going to lift your thighs up, and you might find that's more comfortable. I quite enjoy that adaptation. I find that's just a little bit more restorative. Even though the legs are working slightly, I find it releases my upper back a little more. Breathe and settle in. I'm going to stay here for 5 more cycles of breath. Breathe into your body. Allow the shoulders to relax. Allow length to come into the spine. Really nice. When you're ready, creep your way all the way back up, rolling back up. Roll those shoulders once either way. And then just bring the hands to connect to the thighs. You can, if you had the balls of the feet on the floor, then you can take the soles of the feet back to the mat. Close the eyes and just take a deep breath in. Exhale, release it out, let it go. And just settle here. Enjoy sense of relaxation. And enjoy how free and mobile that upper body feels. Just spend a moment breathing into your body, finding a sense of relaxation through the whole of the body. Really nice. When you're ready, drop the chin to the chest. Blink open the eyes, allow the light back in. And bring the hands together at the heart center. Connect the palms, the fingertips, the thumbs together. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me and doing your chair yoga today. I hope that you found that that was accessible for you. I hope that you enjoyed being able to come into some stretches and mobilize the spine, even if you don't necessarily have the mobility through the legs to do a traditional yoga class. So thank you for joining with me. Let me know how you got on in the comments. It's always lovely to hear if you enjoyed the class.